Kayvon Thibodeaux, New York Giant pass rusher and fill-in NFL Network personality.
There we go.
The defense has looked really good in training camp. You looked good today. You just had a sack a few minutes ago. How do you think the defense is coming along?
I mean, we're playing well. I think we're gelling together. Things are going well. Coach Dart has really lit a fire under us. We love the defense, and I think we've just been working.
How are you guys measuring success right now?
Honestly, it's the effort. You know, one thing when you watch the tape, the only thing that jumps out is how guys are running and how guys are hitting. So as long as we run hard and we hit hard, things going to look good.
You were the subject of a lot of trade speculation in the offseason. You've talked about it, and you said it doesn't really provide any extra motivation. You don't need extra motivation. But sort of, how do you process that and move forward when you're in a contract year?
You know, honestly, it's like when you're coming out of high school and you got all these offers. You know, you can get a million offers, but at the end of the day, you can only go to one school, and you can only play for one team. And right now I'm with the New York Giants. So for me, we got to win. I got to play to my best season. I got to do the best I can to help the team, and we got to come out victorious.
You're a former top 5 pick. Abdul Carter, Arvell Reese now joins in that department. How do you guys come together this season? What are you guys saying to each other to hope that in 2026 you guys have your best season yet?
I think, you know, it's being humble, using our talents and kind of coming together to cultivate something great. You know, having a guy like Burns and Tremaine and inside that are vets that have been doing this, even myself, this is my 5th year, so being able to lean on the vets and have that new fresh talent come in and you know, make a great pie.
You've been a little bit on the inside as well. How do you like that? How do you like how they're moving you around?
I've been moving around, man. I like it. You know, I think from the beginning when I started playing the sport, I wanted to be a technician, and you know, now that I get to rush from all spots, you know, it's just making me better at my craft, and you know, I just feel like I'm adding a lot of tricks to my bag.
We know that in 10 years, you want to be coming from our jobs. You want to work at NFL Network as an analyst. So we're going to put your analyst hat on. How would you assess how the offense is coming together?
You know, I think the offense is doing well. I think they got a lot of grinding to do. I think Jaxson is maturing. I think, you know, him being able to read the defense. He's going against one of the hardest defenses in the league. So him being able to dissect this, pick up blitzes, pick up fronts, and then still be able to deliver the ball where he needs to from his first read to a second read. I think he's going to continue to develop. But, you know, with the guys that are surrounding him, from Odell to Neighbors when he gets back to all the supporting cast, they're going to do real well.
All right, you brought up Odell, so we have to ask you about Odell.
Of course.
How does Odell look to you guys?
I mean, he looks great. He's the OG around here for me.
He's not that old.
Literally, but he's been in the league for a while. In football years, you know, he's old. So having him back and still seeing him go hard and train hard and be a leader, it's been great.
What's it like to hear the crowd still erupt for him? Whenever he touches the football, the crowd goes wild. To see that now firsthand.
You know, that's influence. With great power comes great responsibility. I think he's handling it well, and I think he's going to continue to work and continue to solidify his spot on the team.
Kayvon, thanks. Continue to have a great training camp. Continue to be great on television, and we'll see you in 10 years. Thanks so much.
Thank you. See you soon.
There's been some bumpy days for the offense early in camp. How do you think it's coming along?
I feel like it's coming along great. I mean, obviously, new offense, a lot of new players, a lot of new faces, young quarterback. You're going to have bumps in the road, but, you know, everybody's staying together, talking to each other, so taking good strides.
We've been talking about this is the first John Harbaugh training camp for the New York Giants, but it's not the first John Harbaugh training camp for you. On Monday, first day of pads, hour 45-minute practice. Yesterday was 2 hours. Today, close to 2.5 hours. How would you guys feel that you're coming along with the pace of practice and all the physicality that brings?
I feel like we're doing great. I mean, I tell the guys all the time, just be where your feet are. I mean, you're playing a child's game, so just go out there, know the play call, and just have fun, and the time will fly, I promise. So that's what I think when I'm in between those white lines, and before I know it, the whistle blows and it's ready to come up.
You obviously split the job with Mark Andrews in Baltimore. You're the featured guy here now. You like to call yourself a chess piece. Where do you think you are best utilized? Where are we going to see most of Isaiah during the season?
I really couldn't even tell you. I mean, I could say in the best possible situation. I mean, obviously, you know, staying with the coaches, staying with Jax, knowing where everybody has to go in different personnels and different formations to be able to go out there and make plays for Jax and be in the right place at the right time.
You're the type of player, Isaiah, that can be a quarterback's best friend with your wide catching radius. I think you've proven that over the years. You've proven it in training camp. How do you continue to earn Jackson's trust and form that rhythm as you guys head closer to the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, watching film with him is a big thing. So when we watch film, we're on the same page. And then obviously, you know, this is a sport, you have to do it. So when you come out here, everything you talked about in film has got to look the same when you're in between those white lines. So coming out here, making, you know, hard plays easy and the easy plays easier. And I feel like that's my mindset every time.
It's not your first go around with John Harbaugh. It's also not your first go around with Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
How is he looking? We see how the crowd reacts to him. We saw it today. How is he looking to you?
He looks great. I mean, the biggest thing, I tell him all the time, just have fun. I mean, obviously, kids out here, they're going to scream his name. Probably the kid's parents going to scream his name as well, watching him. So I just tell Odell all the time, like, just remember, you're playing the kids' game again. So just go out there, have fun, and remember what you do it for.
What are the expectations for you guys inside that locker room for the 2026 Giants coming off what last year was a 4-win season?
Really just, staying where our feet are and every week just try to be 1-0. I mean, that's the biggest mindset I could tell them guys, playing in every game I played to in my career. I mean, just keeping the game that you're playing that week in front of you and don't look too forward, playoffs, division titles, etc. Just make sure whoever you have that week, you stay focused on.
They've done a lot of work on the defense. What are your impressions? Obviously, it's new to them.
Yeah.
It's new to you. What are your early impressions here of the defense?
Man, that defense flies around. I mean, we got 2 6'4" middle linebackers. We got edge rushers that run 4-4 off the edge. Big D tackles. A bunch of DBs that are hungry, ready to compete. I mean, the defense flies around. So I could say, they're built for success. I can tell you that.
Seems like you guys are making your way through training camp leading up to the Dallas Cowboys Week 1. What will be the emphasis in the last few weeks of training camp here?
Really just everybody getting on the same page. I mean, obviously right now it's a lot of install, a lot of, taking it day by day, but the sooner we get closer to the Cowboys, rosters get shorter, you'll know who the 53-man roster is, and at that point now it's, all right, everybody come together because now it's time for big boy football.
Isaiah Likely, thanks so much. Good luck. We look forward to watching you during the season.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks, Isaiah. Appreciate it, man.